Welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese. Today's expression, 破防, is a new expression because I haven't heard about any use of this expression just a few years ago. So I think 破防 probably is the recent, at most like 2 to 3 years. And unlike the previous few episodes when Chinese younger generations, English, educated, that has no problem of mixing English with Chinese to set it into a new phrase. That 破防 came from Chinese, describing a pretty Chinese or actually a human phenomenon. Basically here, if you look at each character's meaning, 破 means broken, 防 means defense. So your defense is broken. Doesn't mean you're on the losing side. So yes, it actually means you lost it, you lose it in the sense of just like English, you lose it. Like you lose your temper, you lose control of your emotions. So I guess that's universal. Like we are supposed to behave in a certain way in society that don't get emotionally involved in majority of the situations. So 破防 is describing that your defense of your emotion stability is broken, so that you either get a good laugh of it or you get a good cry out of it. In any sense, your emotional state got a turbulence from whatever stimuli you're facing. So that's how Chinese is using 破防, and that become a contemporary expression. I guess it is describing how contemporary Chinese in their everyday life, how they have to put up a fence between their, I guess, psychological security or emotional stability to like have this defense position. And once that's broken, and that means you lose it. And actually, according to whoever is studying this contemporary Chinese use, this 破防 actually starts from the gaming world. Gamers, they use 破防, means you literally in a military warring situation that your defense is broken in, and eventually people transfer that broken defense into your emotional defense. Okay, broken is expressed by the stone symbol. So this is our stone symbol, which is top frame. Okay, so Chinese, we know, is a boxy language, right? To describe a full frame, it would be something look like that, right? And it's vertically rectangular rather than flattened. So this is the proportion, not this proportion. So when we have the top left corner of the frame framed up, that means high ground. And this little oval thing, enclosure, that's a simplification of something on the high ground. And when we talk about high ground, that's most likely to be higher elevation. No, yeah, probably, yeah, higher elevation. And then you expect to find this something on that higher elevation, which is stone. Okay, and then on the right side, it means skin. It actually came from the skinning process. Three-finger hand symbol reaching from the bottom right of the screen, which is your first person perspective, your right hand right there. And then we have this dead body of an animal. And then we have the skin picked off that dead body. So it actually described this ancient time of skinning a dead animal. So I guess that came from, it's a far away hunter-gatherer society lifestyle. And that became, because the skinning is a necessary step in that, and how to express the skin, even if eventually it means human skin as well. It's not just animal, but it came from the skinning process. When we have this skinning action, like peel off the skin from a dead animal, apply it to the stone, that actually means the stone is shedding its skin, or the stone is broken down. So this sense of something is breaking down came from the stone. And the stone breaking down came from this skinning process of animal's surface. So I guess once stones are breaking down, it's not like skinning of the animal. It's not just surface layer. It's the whole thing. It's breaking, like it crumbles into pieces. So that's a Chinese broken. Fang, we have, again, high ground. You see reoccurring themes there, right? This top left corner of the frame, that's our high ground. And then we have the 3 layers of stacking up. That means it's really, it's a cliff in nature almost. And it could be, I guess, a man-made thing too, because when we're talking about defense, if it's a garrison, like a military defense, it could be a man-made structure to something rise up high so that your enemy cannot easily cross it over, right? You have that, the typical thing would be the Great Wall. Okay, so something rising up as if it's a cliff, right? It's a high ground thing stacking up, so it's a solid. It's not easy to puncture through. And then we have the flag symbol over here. Before I seen enough Chinese symbols, this was interpreted as a boat. So we have a boat next to a high ground. Doesn't make sense. Are you floating a boat near a cliff? Doesn't make sense. Later on, I learned that this is actually ancient wartime flag. I forgot the English word for that, but it's a special kind of flag that's used as the signaling to a crowd, a mass group of people who are going to fight, right? Coordinate their movements. And the flag was used because, ancient times probably you don't have any other better means to communicate quickly at the same time to a large crowd of people. By the word of mouth, it's not fast enough. By the visual cues, that's the fastest way. So now you have this military signaling flag paired with this high ground. And that's the picture of how you build your defense. It depends by people, directing them in a coordinated way. You defense by building up this high structure so that it's physically blocking your enemy out. That's Chinese defense. Now broken down together, I translate it as getting emo. So that's how broken down feels like. And it turned out 破防 can be used in both positive or negative emo. We shouldn't even judge emo into positive or negative. But let's just say something you came across online or think occurrence in your life that make you laugh. That's positive, right? Uplifting. Or make you cry, like this dude is really under some stress. And that's the timing when you can use 我破防了. So it's like, I got emo. That's how you use it. Thank you for your time. See you another day.